Get down, and this is a holy grail. And listen to me carefully. Probably you should write this down too. So, focus is the input, discipline is the foundation, learning and consistency is the process, action is the feeling. Because impossible situations are perfect times to innovate. Success is not about being comfortable, it's about being great. Success doesn't come because you do what is easy or realistic. It comes because you do whatever it takes. Get down, and this is a holy grail. And listen to me carefully. Probably you should write this down too. So, focus is the input, discipline is the foundation, learning and consistency is the process, action is the feeling. Because impossible situations are perfect times to innovate. Success is not about being comfortable, it's about being great. Success doesn't come because you do what is easy or realistic. It comes because you do whatever it takes. I'm never attached to any title. I'm not from the mindset of I am what I do. Any position, anything I own, any possession. I don't put those as the defining factor of who I am. Look, I've been in business for a very long time. I've started many companies. I've worked for many companies. I've had, the last time I checked was over 200 people reporting to me. And you can go and ask any one of them if I've ever portrayed superiority that caused them to make them think that I'm using my position as my identity. Who I am is an inner game. Who you are is supposed to be an inner game. The positions, the possessions, the titles will go. They'll fade. They'll leave you one day. And at that point in time, you will know, you will be able to decide how you feel about yourself without these things. And that's who you have become. So be careful that you do not use what you do to define who you are in terms of the positions and the statuses that you have. Here's the thing with that. So, most times the excuses are just stories. The real question is what you do with what you have. Life is never an idea of resources. It's an idea of resourcefulness. Whatever you hate, that's what you need to do. If you're waiting for life to be fair, you will wait forever because life is not fair. Of course it's going to be hard because you haven't done enough for it to be easy. You do not need 100 new shifts to change your life. Schedule a time for deep work. Move your body, set goals, and believe in the infinite capacity of the human potential. And accept that you are human too. And that if it is possible for them, it is possible for you. You've got to let that sink in. You can't allow that to be something that's told you in grade school. And then all of a sudden, by the time you get to high school, everybody starts to pull that away from you and you buy into this new lie. It is possible. Let me give you a piece of truth that will blow your mind. And this is something that has the masses stuck. Hear me and hear me good. You probably should write it down. Because it's common doesn't mean that it's normal. Because it's common doesn't mean that it's normal. Because it's common doesn't mean that it's okay. Average is common, but it is not okay. So, if you're using that social construct, that proximity, that environmental commonality to judge your life, or to think that you are okay. When deep down in your soul you know that something is wrong, then that's what's holding you back. There's no greater prison in the world than having the desire and potential to achieve something greater, but you lack the courage and self-belief to go for it, because society has an inbuilt confirmation that makes you think that because it's common, it's normal and okay and acceptable. It's not. The road less traveled is usually the best path. There's a powerful saying that goes that winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. And people lose because when they wake up in the morning, they don't wake up with any bold, empowering thoughts. They second guess their thoughts and intuition. And the only thing they are hardline on is their silly predispositions. Oh, I'm the person who just don't take nonsense from people. Oh, if he cut me off, I'm going to give it to him. Oh, I can't wait for this person to come to me today for me to set them straight. And all these things, oh, I'm just the type of person. And all these things that are petty, all these things that are disempowering, they hold on to it. How you handle your losses when they occur determine how soon you will win. You have to play a role in your success. If you're losing, if you're failing, you can't be focusing on people, you can't be focusing on the thing, you have to be focusing on you. Because when you change, everything else will change. You have to control the controllables. You have to focus what's in your realm of control. And that's how you shift the narrative. So here another angle when it comes on to nobody cares. And that is common in our space. I say too, it is true. I'm not disputing that. When we say that nobody cares, in most cases that is true, but I'll go a little deeper for you so you can understand. I don't like to scratch over the surface. I'm a deep thinker. I like people to understand the depth of what I'm saying, because a lot of times people take things and run with it. What I'm trying to say here, okay, so let's say there are a handful of people who cares, and maybe more than a handful who cares. Your family members, those who know you, those who are around you, your friends, your associates, your relatives. They care, but they don't have enough resources to materialize on that care that they have. So if you're in a bad situation, let's say you're in debt, let's say you need a new car, let's say you need all these stuff and you can't get to work and the kids get to school late and it's stressing you, it's frustrating you, you're getting overweight and you're getting a high blood pressure and you're totally going berserk. And you're relaying this to a family member. In most cases, 99.9% of the time, there's no family member who can say, okay, cool, let me just get you a car and you're good. And let me just pay those bills for you and it's okay. And they don't have to flinch doing it. They don't even miss the money. It's like nothing. Most people don't have the resources to do that. They would, but they can't. So in any case, even if people care, most people who care can't do anything about it. So that's where personal responsibility comes in. Most people don't care, and the few who care can't do anything about it. As in a coaching session, a gentleman asks, how do you know that when you have made the right decision? And I'm like, well, you don't have a crystal ball. You don't know. You never know. What you do is once a decision is made, focus on supporting it, not second guessing it. Once a decision is made, dismiss all worries about the outcome and focus on execution. So you decide and you go. The greatest among us, the people that you look up to, the people that you revere, have messed up. But you won't know until you execute. And for the enlightened person, for the person who have a life committed to reaching their goals, they never lose. They either win, learn, or draw. Win, learn, or break even. You don't lose. You take the lessons and you go further with that lesson, because that lesson might be the deciding factor somewhere down the road. Most of us are just projecting, and that's an uncomfortable truth. We have betrayed ourselves more than anyone else has. We've lied to ourselves so many times. Even your soul stopped believing you. Every time you said, I'll start tomorrow, every time you choose comfort over discipline, you are digging yourself deep in. The idea that you create yourself and you're responsible for your life are two main pillars that you must believe that you have control of. And you must do what it takes to act on these. Why? Because you're not your utterances, you're not your intentions, you're not what you fake on social media. You are your results. A man is his results. What you have created and manifested and bring to the world by the actions of you have taken is who you are. Full stop, period, end of story. Nothing else. Nobody cares about your intentions. Nobody cares about your utterances. Nobody cares about what you project. What people care about is your results. One of the greatest duty that every human being has, who has ambition. I'm talking to the ambitious. Those who think that there's something great and they want something better for their lives, to leave a legacy, to leave something for their bloodline. You must build a tower of awareness in your life. Choose your belief system and live by it, not by others' opinion, or you'll never be happy. You choose your belief system, and you do that by becoming aware of how things work, managing your state, changing your limiting beliefs, getting out of the noise and the distraction, and make a discernment for yourself. Every human being can do that. The information is out there. You can make logical deductions. You can see things, how they play out, and you can see what happens when X happens and how one thing affects the next, causes and effect. And all the data is there for you to now make a good assessment to say, okay, that is the part that I won't go. This is the part that I want to go. This is the direction that I'm going to go in. This is the direction that I'm going to avoid. Based on your own assessment. Because you have that instincts and you have the faculties to do that. And you have the desires that will open up your intellect to bring you to the conclusions that are good for your life. You don't have to overthink it. I'm not insecure about my views on money. So money is the main tool of freedom. And freedom is inextricably linked to happiness. Ever wonder why none of those things about money that you can recite is positive? All of them is negative. Money is not all. Money can't buy you happiness. Money is the root of all evil. There's a reason why the negative ones are so popular. Because it is to feed that matrix scam that is being sold and inculcated in you. You must understand that whatever it is that gives you the life you want is good for you. And money inevitably is one of those things. And there's no reason to hate it, because for the most part, most of your life is spent trying to ensure that you secure some. It's not a bad thing. And if you have that bad thing, evil associated with it, and that's exactly the reason why you will not get any.